everyone, Krista, your expert real estate advisor here in Central Florida. I'm coming to you today from the banks of Lake Monroe in Sanford, and what I want to talk to you about is why you need to have buyer representation when you're purchasing a home. What do I mean by that? Well, by buyer representation, what I'm talking about is a dedicated real estate agent who helps you purchase a home by showing you the home, writing up the contract, and seeing you through till the closing. So when we talk about buyer representation, a lot of people think that they don't need that, and they may or may not actually realize what they're doing, but they call up the listing agent of the property because they feel that they're going to get a better deal when they purchase the home. So this is one of those things that isn't necessarily pleasant to talk about, but it's probably not the case. You are probably not going to save money, and that agent is probably not going to be giving you their commission. They're probably just going to be making the full commission that would normally be split between two agents. So if that's your reasoning, it's probably not good logic. So if you are calling the listing agent directly, basically you're reaching out to the party that is representing the seller. And at that point, you don't have representation and the seller doesn't exactly have representation. The relationship kind of changes, and the realtor who has the home listed has to act as a transaction broker for you. So that means, rather than like if I'm working with a buyer and they ask me, how much did they pay for the house, and I need to know this and I need to know that, I do a whole bunch of research, looking up comparable properties that have sold in the neighborhood and really helping my buyer understand if they're getting a good deal on the property or not. If you go directly to that listing agent, they're really not going to be providing you with that information because they're still representing the seller, and they're just going to say, how much do you want to offer? If they're doing their job correctly. They're not going to be able to discuss things freely with you. They're going to be honest and they're going to listen to what you need, but they are not truly representing you in the fashion that a buyer's agent would be doing. So that's something definitely to consider. In choosing a buyer's agent, in deciding who you want to work with, I think especially in this market, it's really, really important to make sure that that agent is prompt in getting back to you, is prompt in showing you houses, and is prompt in writing up offers. Right now we definitely have a seller's market here in Central Florida, and every moment counts. So if you don't get in to see the property right away, or your agent takes days to write an offer for you, you're not going to be able to get in on time in order to get a property. When we are in commonly multiple offer situations when a great property becomes available. So you definitely want to make sure that your agent is fast moving right now. You want to make sure that your agent has a lot of experience, and it's certainly not a bad thing to do some research about who you choose to work with, because the more experience they have, the better equipped they're going to be to handle any bad thing that may arise. Of course, we all have a broker who is supposed to be someone that we can get advice and things like that from. So they're always there, but if your agent is making mistakes along the way, there may be things that even a broker can't resolve. If the offer's been written incorrectly, or there are strange things on the offer that have scared your seller away, there's no way to rectify that other than to rewrite the offer. By all means, when you're choosing a buyer's agent, it's important to know how long they've been in the business, but there are plenty of agents who've had their license for 20 years and have sold like 4 properties. So it's not just a matter of how many years they've been doing this, it's also a matter of their volume. So you definitely want to ask or do some research and find out precisely how many buyers they've represented. It's really important. So if there's anything that I hope you take away from this video, it's that getting a good buyer's agent is invaluable, especially in a market when there are fewer homes than there is demand. And that's the case that we have right here in Central Florida. My name's Krista, and I'm your expert real estate advisor here in Central Florida. If you are out shopping for a home, I'd love the opportunity to help you. Please feel free to reach out to me however you're most comfortable. Text, PM, give me a call. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.